2018 comes around and starting to get into Instagram a lot more, and I start seeing videos and on Facebook of this PT, English lad, about 25, muscles, to me, never been fat in his life, never struggled, never had a problem, and here he is gobbing off about fat people. And a few times I turned off and I just, nah. And I've said this to his face as well. I thought he was an absolute arrogant prick. And to some degrees he says he is, so that's fine. But then he said something that just really clicked. And one day, I think he said, "You are not fat, you have fat." My ears pricked up. I was like, what's he on about? And I started listening to him, and it made sense that he genuinely does care. He still didn't come across to me as someone who has been in my shoes. And that was quite hard to listen to. This bloke all full of muscle and really low body fat gobbing off about how it feels to be the fat kid in school. Not really, mate, not really. But then the more and more I listened, and he wasn't trying to sell anything, he was just talking and offering advice. He started doing daily live Q&As, which, granted, 9 times out of 10 was the same questions from the same people. How do I count my calories? What's more important, carbs or protein? Which is fine, because you start learning by absorption, and that led on to me joining his academy, which was an online coaching for fat loss, muscle growth, health, fitness, all that stuff. And it was unknown territory to me. I didn't know really what it was all about. And suddenly, I think about 3 weeks in on the Facebook group, and I was welcomed in with open arms. He's doing a live show. He's going to talk on stage in London. It was his first one, and I thought, why not? Sod it. I got nothing else on, and I went. 3 weeks into this new fitness group, I'm travelling to London, off to the big town. I'm having a drink and a chat with the people at the pre-meet. I tag along with a few people and off we go to the venue. We're in an old church in, I can't remember where. And then we just sat and listened to James Smith, this gobby bloke off the internet who wants to live in Australia, chatting, and everyone is listening, from the Instagram looking models to the morbidly obese that waddled in the corner. That was me, by the way. He had time for everyone. He had words of advice for everyone. Not all of it was relevant, but a lot of it was about the mindset, and it was about the outlook and the attitude, and that really resonated with me. So much so that a year and a half later, him along with his manager and other production people put on the IFS, International Fitness Summit in Barcelona, and we all went in with our own ideas of what this would be and how it would play out, and we had the best time of our life. It may or may not have something to do with the way the Barcelonans free pour their alcohol at the beach bar, but this happened. and that's all you need to know. One of the biggest blokes there amongst fitness professionals, an Olympic lifter, all of these influencers and people whose body and face is their brand, models, genuine models from all over the world, and there's me, fat bloke from Essex, with his top off, having the time of his life. And that for me just changed everything in my head. This is not my forever, this is just my now, and to be able to enjoy that freedom, I will be forever thankful for. To James Smith, Deeran, and all the others who welcomed me in, and everyone I've met through it. Got caught up in the buzz of, some people call JSA a cult, but I got caught up in the buzz of the socials, of the social cliques, and the going away to places, and it was fun while it lasted, and it served my purpose. At the same time, I was having my first ever, at 31, 32, my first ever lads holidays. Did Magaluf and Bulgaria one year and one the other. Again, I put it down to living my late teens, early 20s, just 10 years later, because I was dealing with my mum, then dealing with mum passing, and getting married, playing stepdad, trying to get some sort of career, a proper job. It was my time to have that. Then, you know, things happened and the world got stupid. In 4 months from now, I am competing in Colchester's Strongest Man. I'm doing this because I needed a goal for myself. So around August, when it was announced, I signed up the day it came out. I helped out last year, I helped the organisers as a loader and lifter and shifter. And it was amazing to watch these people from all walks of life, just through the love of training and lifting, go out there and compete, especially the girls as well. I think the women's weightlifting is coming up through the ranks, coming up in popularity, and I just think it's brilliant to watch. So I was very happy to be involved in helping out on the day. So this year I signed up. My training has changed from calorie counting, failing, watching what I eat, failing, step goal, failing, water, failing, to now I'm just living, really, and training, and it's really nice just to 3, if not 4 days a week, go and lift some big things. I'm following a plan. I've been training with MST Systems, who some of you will know, and alongside the lifting, I'm hitting my step goal every day. It's still quite low. I'm only on 5,000 steps. Some days I'll absolutely piss it. Other days I don't wear my watch and I sit in bed for most of the day and I have a day off, and I love it, and it's a balance, and I'm genuinely really happy with how I feel inside at the moment. I know I don't look it, this is just my face, unfortunately, and because of the light I've got quite the wang eye, but that's me. So I've been looking to others for inspiration. Most recently I've been watching the Stoltmans, their YouTubes, both Tom, Luke and Cushy, for the other side of it. Liz and Loz as well, just for the insight, and especially after watching Loz's progress of him losing £100 in just under 2 years, and then seeing him in person, and how he looks now as a, you know, it's just amazing. So I want a bit of that. This may go nowhere. This may never be viewed, and it will just sit in the dark corner of YouTube and get dusty on a shelf. It's fine, because I'll look back on it and I'll be happy, and it will show me where I've been, where I've come from, hopefully where I'm going, and if I get there. What I'd expect to put on these videos is a mixture of my training, of weekly rundowns like this, just me chatting to the camera. It will be progress check-ins, so I'm warning you now, there will be excess skin on show. It's not tight and toned, it's not tanned, but it's me. So if you're already following my my Instagram and even some of my Facebook posts, get it, you'll have seen me in my pants. I've got no shame, apparently, because whilst body positivity and body beautiful means that every body is beautiful, it should not, oh, it does, but it should not protect and promote obesity. Obesity will kill you. It will kill me if I do not sort it out. I haven't been putting myself through multiple trainers, coaches, actual paid nutritionists, workout plans, if I didn't think that each time I got something out of it. I didn't get something out of it, doesn't make sense. I wouldn't have put myself through them all every time if I thought it was a waste. I simply can't afford to. These things cost money, but there is no better investment than in yourself. And that is what my main takeaway is, that I may have stopped several times, I may have slowed down, I might have gone backwards, but I have not stopped trying. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of counting calories. I'm sick of stepping on misery steps. I'm sick of trying on a pair of jeans after 6 months that don't fit anymore. But if I give up, then I might as well give up and stop, and just accept my fate, until I have to wash myself with a rag on a stick, and I don't think I'm there yet. I've still got a lot to push, a lot to do. I say I'm only 35. This is the oldest I've ever been. It's the oldest I feel. But I'm also carrying 150 kilos of human body around, which is a lot. So that needs to come down. Whether it's just what's on the outside, what's on the inside, the whole package added together, I don't know. But what I do know is the time I have spent sitting in seminars, watching YouTubes, watching Instagram reels, reading books, trying new workouts, seeing what works for me, what doesn't. It's every time I have done an 8-week, 10-week, 12-week challenge, I've taken something from it. I've completed a few, I've failed a lot. I love the community aspect and being a cheerleader for other people. I will happily give all the unsolicited advice in the world, whilst trying to stay in my lane, but being able to do it myself seems to have always been my struggle. So what will be, will be. And if it works, then great. If something comes out of it, brilliant. We will see. And I thought, what better way to document it and use all this techie kit I've got sitting around, than to do a vlog. Maybe start out weekly, just popping in. I'll make myself little notes on my phone through the week, and I'll make a list of what's gone well, what hasn't, what I could do better at, what I don't want to do. I will be bringing you, I say you, like I say, this might only be me, I might be logging it for myself, but I will be bringing the channel along with me for work events, for my social time. My hobby is aircraft photography. I will happily sit by an active airbase on a fence line with my camera and my long lens for hours on end taking photos of planes, the same ones over and over again, just because it's enjoyable. Everyone needs something. Otherwise I'm pretty boring and generic. I play computer games, walk my dogs, go to work. That's it. So for the first 4 months of this vlog and this year, it will be the build up to Colchester's Strongest Man. If it goes okay and I manage to hit the entry requirement weights and score any points at all, I've done well. If I at least just turn up, I've done well, because I am a serial giver-upper. I am consistently inconsistent, as one trainer called me once, and it's stuck with me ever since. But it will all be about training for that. I'm still following the MST plans. I have stopped directly with the app, but I'll continue the plan that I've got up until competition date. If competition goes well, I may consider Suffolk Strongest in July, or I may just offer to help out and just keep training. I might switch fire at some point through the summer once it warms up a bit to back to proper weight loss, lower my calories back down. At the moment I'm trying to sit at around maintenance whilst training as much as I can, but again I haven't been consistent, so I can't complain that I haven't seen results. It's my fault, I haven't put the work in. That's it. If you don't put the work in, you don't get results. No one's doing it for you. You just got to pick it up, get on with it. And I will always find an excuse not to, because it's easy. But life's not easy. So choose your hard, as they say. After the competitions, I will most likely switch to a fat loss phase, bring my calories back down, and switch out my progressive overload strength training for more higher rep maintenance, if you like. I have an overall goal of 5 completely unassisted pull-ups, chin-ups, either or. I'm a long way off. My gym has up to 65 kilos of assistance. You can add extras with the resistance bands and stuff, but I just use that at the moment. At the moment my PR is 4, but that was when I was consistently training and I got quite strong for me. But one day I will, unassisted, completely free hanging, do 5 pull-ups, I hope. So that's where we're at. That is the rough timeline of me, why I'm here, what I plan to do, how I plan to do it. This vlog may change a lot over the coming weeks and months as I get feedback, as I learn the trade. I'll stop staring at the camera so much, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to edit everything down, especially when I'm doing weekly or monthly updates. I'm going to try and keep it within 10 minutes max. Chuck in some videos, chuck in some pictures, stats and data. If I've done any particular, like what I consider fancy meals that week or anything like that, I will include them. I'll stick the recipes in case anyone's interested. Like I say, I absolutely adore helping people. And if this just helps one person think I can do that, then I'm happy with that. If not, then it doesn't matter because no one's seen it, so it's fine. So there we go. So I think this is where I have to tell you to like, subscribe, share, comment and all that business. Whether you do or don't, it's up to you. I'm going to do this for a while, with or without anyone. So, from me and my Primark Udi, thank you very much for listening if you've got this far, and peace and love. I'll see you on the next one.